This is as good a place as any. Now, prepare yourself while I conjure up a dance partner. Let's begin. Quickly now, strike the construct. Impressive. Well done. Attack, brilliant. Now do it again. Ready yourself. Quick, strike while it's off balance. That's the way. Well done. Block its strike. Give it everything you've got. Raw strength, that. Wonderful. Keep up the defense. Strike hard, now. Now some foes will try to restrain you. Quickly, break free. You broke loose. Again. Ha! You're unstoppable. You ready to break free? You're every bit the warrior I thought you'd be. Now, again. Now press your advantage with a powerful strike. Again, hold its attack. Expertly done. Interrupt now, before it strikes. When your enemy prepares an attack, strike. Interrupting their attack will set them off balance. Good, now destroy it. Well done. Come speak with me for a moment. With moves like that, the Daedra doesn't stand a chance. Yes, I'd say we're ready to set out. To reach the Keyride's gallery, we have to make it out of this ruin and across a wide field full of the golems I mentioned. With any luck. One of the stray golems. We might want to sneak past it. Almost there. Let's hurry. Right. The entrance to the Keyride's gallery should be east of here. Let's set out. The Keyrights gallery is in here. Let's head inside. Well, this is upsetting. Zephyrs' bones. The surge of magicka created by the portals you came through. It must have cracked this sky shard. Without a functioning sky shard, this gate remains locked, and there's no way— Unless you have a set of enchanting tools and a working knowledge of meteoric empowerment theory, no, there's nothing for it. We need to find a replacement. Zephyrs' bones. The surge of magicka created by the portals you came through. It must have cracked. Zephyrs' bones. The surge of magicka created by the portals you came through. It must have cracked this sky shard. Without a functioning sky shard, this gate remains locked, and there's no way for us to proceed. Damn! Well, this is upsetting. Zephyrs' bones. The surge of magicka created by the portals you came through. It must have cracked this sky shard. Without a functioning sky shard, this gate remains locked, and there's no way for us to proceed. Damn! Unless you have a set of enchanting tools and a working knowledge of meteoric empowerment theory, no, there's nothing for it. We need to find a replacement. I saw one in a vault just south of here a few days ago, but it was flanked by one of the island's more powerful golems. Normally, I'd say we should search for another option, but given the circumstances, I think we have to risk it. Of course, let's not tarry too. Giant clusters of meteoric glass. They fall from Aetherius, charged with raw and very potent magicka. Mages use sky shards in all kinds of rituals and experiments. We Dureni use them as a power source. It's a monstrous sentinel called a gargoyle. I've never seen one fight, but by all accounts... I don't know why, but sky shards tend to fall in inconvenient places. All right. Do you see that vault to the south? The sky shard is there. There it is! The sky shard! Dodge quickly! To the side! Move! Now! Get out of the way now! Counter and kill! What? Did you just absorb the energy of that shard? Incredible. Not quite what I intended, but we can work with this. Let's head back to the gate. We should hurry back to the...
Other players. I'm good.
to the power you absorbed and unlock the gate. I'm afraid we've reached the really scary bit. The Daedric creature responsible for all these portals waits just beyond that gate. If you have any... Again, I'm just a scholar, but I'd encourage you to remember what we practiced before. Keep moving. There it is! Send it back to oblivion!
You, my meal arrives. Only I will remain. Wither and die! You cannot kill what cannot die! Only I will remain. Wither!
You did it! Hopefully the gallery wasn't too badly damaged. Follow me. By all the stars! Look at the central column. I had no idea it was concealing something like this. Let's get a closer look. Now I see why we never managed to unlock the gates. Their power comes from this arcane helix. Amazing. With the helix exposed, these gates can finally reopen. Perhaps not all of them at first, but enough to reach most of Tamriel. The question for you, I suppose, is where to first? Can you believe this? Just look around. With this arcane helix exposed, the chamber
That's
is
just
positively
weird.
crackling with magic. The Keyrights gallery has come to life, and I find because of you, matters in Tamriel are bleak. War rages in Cyrodiil. Daedric princes conspire. Dragons ride the winds of elsewhere. The Second Era needs a savior. I believe the gallery, perhaps even the Adamantine Tower itself, chose you. The Keyrights gallery opened doors to every corner of Tamriel, places I suspect that desperately need a hero's aid. This choice is yours.
Yeah.
The Key Rights Gallery roars back. The Key Rights Gallery opened
Yeah,
doors
give
to every
all of
corner
it.
of Tamriel. Places I suspect that desperately need a hero's aid. This choice is yours to make, but wherever you choose to go, I'm sure adventure awaits. May the stars protect you.
What do you want to play? What you haven't played? Wait, I think you're done with the tutorial.
I am not, Scissor. There's still more. Jesus. Let me show you.
The Key Rights Gallery roars back to life, and I'm the one who sees it first. Plain, boring Norian way. Can you believe it? The Key Rights Gallery opened doors to every corner of Tamriel. Places I So, have you chosen where to go? What region of the world strikes your fancy? Not everyone gets to pass instantly from one side of Tamriel to another, you know. This is quite a gift. It is a bit overwhelming, isn't it? The whole of Tamriel is stretched out before you. We could start with the political considerations. 3 great alliances vie for control of Cyrodiil. Excellent! You can visit Stros Makai and Daggerfall Covenant territory, an island called Kanathi's Ruse that the Aldmeri Dominion set its eyes on. So, have you chosen where to go? What region of the world strikes your fancy? What, me? No, I've got work to do. The Cinderil will want every— Well, Fate's sort of a clumsy way to put it. No offense. Honest. Perhaps. Probably not. But what's a life without unanswered questions? This portal leads to Vardenfell. Fascinating, given that the Dark Elves only recently opened it to outsiders.
It is written, my Vardenfell, my paradise.
Be wary, Trevor. Pilgrims have been attacked on these roads.
At first, I assumed it was the usual house squabbles.
It attacked our camp last night, tore poor Ilva's head off, right in front of me.
You must hunt it. You must kill it.
Ashlanders once respected each other, helped one another.
These nomadic heretics deny the divinity of the tribunal and have no love for
Lies
Vivek.
upon lies! Does it give them pleasure to invent reasons to bring us harm?
I'm not sure they deserve to be saved, but that's what we have to do. I don't need you starting a blood feud.
Sometimes the great gear turns from frustration to opportunity.
Please, someone, we need help. There's an armiger injured on the road outside Seydanin. So much blood. They need help. I'm not exactly sure. The buoyant armiger was accompanying Canon Valasar on a mission for Lord Vivek, but something terrible must have happened. Canon
You have been marked.
House Redoran controls the west, and House Telvanni holds sway over the east. Me, I'm the master of this cooking pot. Oh, what a sorry life this is.
Stop right... It's been a long day, so let's keep this short. Will you pay your bounty now? The scales have been balanced.
If you'll excuse me, I'm quite busy at the moment. Come back and see me later. Seyda is the preeminent port into Vardenfell. I process new arrivals so the Tribunal knows who might be gallivanting across this fair land. It's so much more prestigious than my efforts for the Gold Coast Trading Company.
Despite all the excitement around the recent shipwreck, I'm in here, guarding the governor's office. I suppose someone might want to steal a quill or a stack of parchment, but still. My talents are clearly being wasted.
Outlander, a word. By order of the Deputy Governor of Seyda Neen, which happens to be me, the lighthouse is closed until further notice. On the other hand, I seek an outlander who's willing to do a little work. I need someone without ties to the area to look into a matter for me. It seems the lighthouse was broken into. The flame was extinguished. As a result, a ship crashed along the shore. There were fewer bodies than expected, both living and dead. I suspect slavers were involved, which means they had help here in town. I find that unacceptable. Discover who doused the lamp fire. They'll lead us to the slavers. Question Delms, who was on duty that night. He's in the lighthouse. I need to check in with the Overseer. His workers are searching the wreckage, and I want to know what they've uncovered. By the time we were alerted and had organized a response, Precious moments had been lost. We rescued a few, but mostly we found those who had drowned or were crushed on the rocks. Even so, it was nowhere near the... Ever since our agreement with the Pact went into effect, slavery has been outlawed throughout most of Morrowind. But all we did was drive the slavers into the shadows. This whole stinking event has their bloody fingerprints all over it. Here, and in all of the territories controlled by the great houses that support the Ebonheart Pact. If you stray into Telvanni or Dres territory, though, the practice remains strong and vibrant. Hence my current troubles. We're just a small outpost along the Bitter Coast, but I like to think of us as the gateway to Vardenfell. From here, Vivec City and the other inland locations are easily accessible. Governor O'Melian is in charge, although I contribute as necessary.
No one's allowed up here. She asked you to... an outlander? Isn't it enough she stuck me up here to guard the flame indefinitely, but now she's looking for help outside the house guard? Findon sent a barrel of his finest ale for Watch Captain Beth's birthday. Powerful stuff. One cup and we could barely keep our eyes open. The entire regiment was not on its collective arse. When I came to my senses, I saw that the fire had gone out. Look, once I heard the crash along the shore, it was all I could do to get moving and raise the alarm. Cherish's water loves to loiter near the lighthouse. Maybe she noticed something. If you're intent on doing your job, you should talk to her.
Do you mind? Your dirty foot coverings are contaminating my pond. So direct you are. It makes my tongue wither and the answers dry up in my mouth. Go and bother someone else with your parching questions. Now you insult me? I'll have you know I can take care of myself, since you may. Do you mind? Your dirty foot coverings are contaminating my... So direct you are. It makes my tongue wither and the answers dry up in my mouth. Go and bother someone else with your parching questions. Now you insult me? Findon collects it from a secret location, where the sea meets the swamp in perfect harmony. Contains just enough salt to nourish my scales without drying them. You can buy it from him, or fill a bucket yourself. Then we can talk.
Welcome to our shop. Feel free to look around.
Red Mountain's bubbling and boiling like an overstuffed pot of fermented meat juice. I sure hope it settles down before something terrible happens. Is that for Cherish's water?
Would you be so kind as to move along? You're disrupting the current.
Forgive me, Outlander, but I have enough to deal with. I'm just a simple tribunal priest, and the trouble at the ancestral tomb was too much for even our buoyant armiger to deal with. I have failed Lord Vivek, and left a colleague alone at the tomb. Lord Vivek sent the three of us to seek guidance at the Andrano ancestral tomb. We were attacked when we got there, and our guard was seriously hurt. I barely got her to safety, but we failed to complete the mission Lord Vivek bestowed upon us. Canon Levoul. He remained behind after we retreated from the tomb. I know he wants to get back inside and ask Lord Vivek's questions, but there's no way he can get past the Daedra, or ask the questions on his own. May the three grant him wisdom.
What's wrong? Someone help!
Why, the three! First a wounded armiger, now this!
By dawn and dusk, evil creeps through the shadows of my beloved Vardenfell. But an outlander arrives to aid my people, just as I have foreseen.
Those words, what do they mean?
What happened?
Merciful Azura, the Mother Soul spoke through you. It's a miracle!
Lord Vivek, protect me. That was Azura, the Queen of the Night Sky. And you, she spoke directly to you, Outlander. The Daedric Prince Azura possessed that woman and spoke through her. I've heard of such occurrences, of course, but to witness such an event... She said evil creeps through the land. You don't know Lord Vivek, one of the living gods of the Dunmer Tribunal. You must be new to our land, Outlander. But there's no time. Canon Levoul remain behind. He needs help if he's going to get inside the tomb and ask Vivek's questions. Yes, one of the god monarchs of Morrowind. He's the warrior poet who lives in a grand palace in Vivek City. Lord Vivek sent us on this holy mission to request information from Canon Levoul's ancestor. It breaks my heart that I have failed him. Azura is the cruel but wise Daedric Prince of Dawn and Dusk. She's one of the good Daedra, for what that's worth. But for her to speak through an innocent means something terrible is about to happen. Why else would she dare Lord Vivek's wrath? What do they teach you where you come from? Lord Vivek's a living god! Azora is merely the anticipation of Sothasil. We sought guidance in a matter that concerns Lord Vivek. I received specific questions to ask while Levul concentrated on summoning his ancestor. The Daedra ruined those plans when they fell upon Urnsey, and we were forced to flee.
I can't let Lord Vivek down. Those monsters, it's too dangerous. What am I going to do? Did Canon Valasar send you? Oh, she did, didn't she? That means she made it to Seydanin. Vivek be praised. Will you help me complete my mission? It would be as the saints declare, the tribunal always provides. We'll need to be cautious, however. Daedra invaded the tomb. Makes it hard to talk to one's ancestors while monsters try to eat you. I'll also need your help when we reach the summoning chamber. Take this scroll with Lord Vivek's inquiries. While I summon forth my ancestor spirit and concentrate on maintaining the connection, you must ask the questions. He insists we use the exact phrasing. We can go inside when you're ready. Did Canon Valasar send you? Oh, she did, didn't she? As the saints declare, the tribunal... Take this scroll with Lord Vivek. We're really going? Follow me, but keep an eye out for those Daedra. Careful. The creatures attacked as soon as we entered the Hall of Remembrance.